Do you know your pickleball rating? I know I don't. I know I can go to a tournament and do pretty well. However, if I'm doing a rating assessment by the USAP, I don't know. So I'm gonna go through it for you right now. Guys and ladies, please subscribe. Please leave your comments and have a good day. This is a skill assessment form that I use to rate pickleball players. Keep in mind, this is not the same as a UTPR. The UTPR is a real ranking for you in tournaments. So that's what the USAPA rates you on. And I'm gonna make things extremely simple because no one in life really does except me. I'm gonna start with the forehand. What is a 3.5 forehand? What is a 5.0 forehand? This is the qualifications that listed to the left. Basically, a 3.5 lacks consistency. Once you go to a 5, you're gonna use spin, you're gonna hit it hard, you can change pace and direction. Everything in between is a 4 and a 4.5. As simple as that. Why is the forehand so important? The forehand is such an important part of the game. The drive, the drop. Once you become a 4-5 or 5-0 player, you're going to be able to drive and make it dip. That's the key to driving. Make it dip over the net or make it move from right to left. With the spiny paddles, you can do this. I'm telling you, you really can. You know, you can do it. And this is me. I'm making the ball dip. It's not as much about power. It's about how much you can move the ball. It really is. I fell into the power trap. It took 6 months out of my life, you know? Now we go to the backhand. A 3-5 player is gonna avoid the backhand if possible. A 5-0 player is gonna be able to put it wherever they want. They're gonna be able to keep it low and they can position it so they can have an offensive shot. Anything in between, you know the drill. Whether you have a one-handed backhand or a two-handed backhand, it's about positioning the ball, put it in the right spots to set up an offensive situation where you can gain advantage of the point. That's pickleball. It's a game of chess. We're not playing checkers, we're playing chess. Basically, a 5-0 player has mastered the backhand. They hardly make any errors. A 4-5 player makes a couple errors, and a 4-0 player makes errors, not consistently, but they do make errors on that backhand. The key is to vary paces. That's the key with any shot in any part of pickleball. Vary paces, keep your opponent off balance. Footwork is so key on that backhand. Whether you have a one-handed backhand or two-handed backhand, you want to step forward with that right foot somewhat across your body. Use it as a hinge, bend it almost 90 degrees and really load up. That's what's going to give you the power. It's not this crazy arm. I actually keep my elbow next to my side and use it as a hinge. This is a good tip. That's me hitting the one-handed backhand. That's Edward Perez. He's starting to play pro. He has a beautiful two-handed backhand. And look what you can do with his two-handed backhand. This is a star. Everyone knows who this is. This is Riley Newman. He is a pro. He can place it anywhere he wants. He can vary paces. He can use it to set up offensive situations. Again, a 3-5 player is going to avoid it if possible. The backhand can be offensive. This is me. It can be a very offensive shot. It's not just a shot to float. I'm telling you, every shot in pickleball should be getting you closer to the advantage. The serve. The serve, if you're a 3-5 player, you're going to be consistent in getting it in. However, you're not going to be able to hit with pace. You're not going to be able to hit it deep. A 5-0 player is going to vary pace, hit it deep, put spin on it, and really set up offensive situations. This is me hitting the drop serve. The drop serve is the same as it was in 2021, and it is worth using with these spiny paddles. They do put a lot of spin, and it can set up offensive situations, especially when it's windy, because it can control the ball better. This is Morgan Evans. He's using the spin serve. The spin serve is legal in 2022. You can spin with one hand as much as you want. If you're looking to get to the next level, use all the serves. Practice them and become king. If you are just trying to get the ball in, well, Listen to me now. If you are not serving to gain the advantage, you are making a big mistake in modern day pickleball. With the drop serve, with the regular serve, you can serve really hard and deep. And then you have the spin serve, which I did a video on. Morgan Evans, you're a pretty cool guy. When you start playing 5-0s in tournaments, they're going to be able to do this. So I'm telling you, understand the spin. It becomes extremely easy to read as you understand how to hit it. I highly advise you watch my video. A biased opinion from an expert of YouTube. The dinking has to be the most important part of the game. 3-5s are somewhat consistent, but they cannot control the depth, the height, they cannot change direction, and most importantly, they are not going to be patient. 5-0 players are going to be very patient. Why is patience so important? Being patient is so important because that's how you set up your attacks. A 5-0 player is going to recognize a dead dink. They're going to recognize when they can backhand roll it, forehand roll it, and anything in between is a 4-0 or 4-5. That's as simple as I can make it. A dinking war is just that. It's a war. It's a battle of attrition. The next question you're going to ask yourself is, what builds patience? Remember, patience is key on dinking. What builds patience? Confidence in dinking. How do you build confidence in dinking? I suggest you wake up a little earlier every morning, find a dinking partner, male or female, and practice. Practice every single morning for an hour. It builds confidence. Once you do this, you have more patience. Do I have more patience? No, I don't. But I have been working on it. I would say I'm a 4-0 or 4-5 dinker at best, and this is really hurting me in tournaments. You work on your weaknesses, whether it be in your marriage or if you're divorced, bodybuilding. If you're a 3-5, you're developing the third shot to get to the net, so you're working on it. You may not always do it every time, but you understand the concept. If you're 5-0, you mastered it. You use the third shot to set up offensive situations. You do not want to miss your third shot drop. That is the last thing you want to do. You're going to lose partners, and you're not going to become a 4-0 or 4-5 or an expert. Balance is key to hit a third shot, whether you're driving, whether you're dropping. And remember, if you drive the third ball, look to drop the fifth. Don't miss it in the net. The third shot drop is vital to winning tournaments. If you don't have a good third shot drop, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble. So I suggest you go get a bucket of balls, have someone feed it, and really just hit 100 to 150 drops every single day. Quit your job. Send your kids off to college, even if they're 11, and practice, because this is more important. Think vertically when you're dropping. Have a nice arc on it. Think of the sky. Never miss it in the net, as I said before, but I can't stress this enough. So practice, practice, practice. If you can take a forehand drop opposed to a backhand drop, do it. That's what a lot of high-level coaches tell you, and that's what I say. And I'm a YouTube sensation. I coach, and I'm pretty cool. If you drive some third shots, you will start getting freebies. Try to hit to your opponent's backhand. This draws errors. As a general rule, drive directly in front of you at your opponent's backhand. If you are dropping, drop cross court. This leaves more room for error. A 5-0 is going to know when to drive it, when to drop it, and vary their shots accordingly. Use it to set up offensive situations. As I read the USAP guidelines for a 5-0, they're using the shots to set up an offensive situation if they are a 5-0. If you are a 3-5 player hitting a volley, you're going to be able to control it, but you're not going to be able to hit with power, and you're not going to be able to block well or reset very well. A 5-0 player is going to hit it with power. They're going to be able to put it away. They'll be able to reset with ease, and that blocks will set up offensive situations. They know how to read people. They know what to do, and they know how to gain the advantage. I keep saying that. I know. A 4-0 player and a 4-5, it's going to be growing towards that 5-0. So a 4-0 will be able to put it away sometimes, but not all the time. A 4-5 player is going to be very consistent. They're gonna know what to do, but they're still gonna make some mistakes. A 5-0 player, again, they're gonna really, really control the point and make you pay. The key to resetting is to keep this left hand on the paddle when you reset. Get nice and low. If you can take it out of the air, it will prevent it from taking a very funny bounce. If you look at John Sperling, if you look at Simone, if you look at Ben Johns, they have that 2 hands on the paddle. And most importantly, if you look at David Now, the one and only True Badger, he resets so well with the 2 hands on the paddle, staying low. If you're a 3-5 that wants to get better, work on your blocking when your opponent speeds it up. Work on putting the ball away. There's nothing that will ruin the momentum more is after playing an awesome point to not put the ball away. This is a pet peeve of many 4-5 and 5-0 players. You will lose friends. So don't lose your friends. Put the ball away and drill out of the air. It's called a volley. It took me a while to understand this concept. Once you can do this, you can change direction, control pace, and really control the dinking battle a lot easier. Strategy is incredibly important in pickleball. A 3.5 player is going to be able to get to the kitchen effectively. They will not be positioned correctly at all times. They will not know where their partner is at all times, and this will make them lose games, and that's why you get better. A 5-0 player is going to play strategy. They're going to stack when they need to. They're going to be able to move extremely way, both vertically and side to side. If you are losing a pickleball game, there are so many strategies you can implement to really change the pace and the flow of the game so you can win. Pickleball is so strategic. It's like a chess game. It's not checkers. 3.5 people think it's checkers. 4.5, 5-0 people know it's chess. So watch a bunch of our videos. We put games out every day, and I really learn a lot from every single video I watch. Kind of a pitch for our channel. Now you know what makes a 5-0. You know the difference between a 3.5 player and a 5.0 player. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. These videos do take me a very long time to do. Leave your comments. And again, have a good night. Until next time at the Pickleball Pirates.